Welcome. Sorry,
Hey.
the countdown made everything really unnerving. So we're just
All
gonna
right.
kind of we're just gonna kind of ease into things.
Yeah, we'll keep
But,
rolling with it. It's all good.
uh, so my name's Phil Peterson. We're here representing the Peoria Martial Arts Forum, giving a place for martial artists and combat sports aficionados, a place to speak. Today we've got Dontez Boyd with us. He's going to tell us a little bit about himself, his amateur boxing career, and his fight he's got coming up on what's the date again?
July 26th.
July 26th. Who's your opponent?
Um, Honestly, I don't really know much about him. He's from St. Louis. His name is Tion Wheeler.
Tion Wheeler. Wheeler or
Yeah,
Willard?
Wheeler.
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 Well, I feel sorry for him. Nah, I'm just kidding.
It should be a nice show. It should be fun.
So what weight class are you fighting?
I fight in cruiserweight. Um, he's coming in like 203. Last time I checked, he might be lighter or slightly heavier now. Just depends on what he's doing. And I'm going to come in at like 198.
Man, any disadvantage with that slight weight difference there, that 5 pounds?
No, I like it. I think I'm the best when I'm moving around, and got my feet under me. So I think that works in my advantage. The lighter I am, somewhere between 196 and 198, I think that I'll just be too quick for him. So
Nice. And
I like to have the speed.
I want. Oh yeah, what gym are you fighting out of? Where do you train at?
Peoria. You said
Sorry.
what?
Oh, where do you train at?
Peoria Athletic Club.
Oh yeah, that's right, Peoria Athletic Club. Is that the
Yeah.
and that's the one in Peoria? Because isn't there one in Morton too?
Yeah, we got a couple. We got one in Morton, one in Pekin, and yeah, one in Peoria. And I'm out of the one in Peoria.
I know they've got some heavy hitters fighting out of that gym. There's some
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
real. I'm repping the Nate Gaston here.
Nice.
So
Let's go.
any of my Blackerby people out there, don't know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. Oh man, Nate's a beast.
Oh
A
yeah,
legend.
he was super duper nice every time I saw him at the gym. Like we used to train out of the same gym a lot. He was off, of course, doing his own thing because he's at like a whole another level from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
See, do you ever worry about that? What if because have you ever seen this guy box? Like, what if this guy comes in and he's just like a monster?
Um, I try not to think too much about what the other guy's gonna do. I know that I go in there with a game plan. I know things that I've worked on and training for, and as much as I can, I know that you're against yourself in there, more than the other guy. It doesn't really matter what he's gonna do, so I just try to stick to my game plan. And I
So,
know that as long as I'm on, it's gonna be a good night.
well, I haven't had the opportunity to see any of your fight footage yet, but I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it.
Yeah.
How would you describe yourself as a fighter? Are you like one of those offensive fighters? Are you going to be just throwing, Tyson bombs? How do you describe yourself?
To be honest, all of my fights are a little different. Sometimes it's crazy because it is very difficult at times to train how you compete. A lot of times I might train one way in the gym, I might be moving one way, and then I'll get there, I might have a completely different feeling. And sometimes I want to knock them out and be aggressive, and other times I want to be more of a Floyd Mayweather and dance around a little bit. I think I'm the best when I'm moving in and out and I'm moving with my feet, and being more of a dancer. That's when I'm the best. So I'm going to try to hopefully stick to that. hmm
Yeah, good
Yeah.
advice on Truman. So how long
Yeah.
have you been
Yeah.
training?
I've been training for 7 years now. Um, I've only had 9 fights out of that seven. I've just been really diligent
Only
about taking
nine fights? 9 fights is a ton of fights.
my. Oh man, I know some people that just go. There just seems like they're fighting like every month, twice a month, and just constantly.
That
racking them up there.
that's wild, man. Like, I mean, I've been like in combat sports since I was like 6 years old, and I still haven't fought yet, amateur, professional.
Hey,
So
you're
when you
getting
say
there.
only 9, I'm like, oh, I want to get that one.
You're in training. Oh
I do.
man, it's fun.
I was
Yeah,
honestly, I was like, I'm okay. I can defend myself. I got some okay hands. I got good legs, solid switch kick and stuff. So like I could do something in a Muay Thai ring. Maybe do something in MMA. But like I just had kids not long ago. I got a 2-year-old and
yeah.
a 4-year-old. I'm like, if I get
I hear you.
knocked into oblivion and I just turn into a different person like Antonio Brown after that hit, I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Well, don't
Yeah, I
get
mean,
knocked out. Duh.
don't. Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is it's a contact sport, and you are playing a dangerous game anytime you step into that ring. Um, I am just one of those guys that need to be mentally stimulated. I don't feel right if I'm not doing something that's a little bit dangerous. Yeah.
Has anybody ever knocked you out?
No, no one's never knocked me out. I've got rocked a couple times in sparring a couple times
Yeah,
by
I feel that.
teammates, and yeah, that's about the only time that I allow that to happen. So yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
remember one time I was sparring Dave Fleming. He's one of the co-owners of one of the gyms in the area, and like I threw a jab and like took away his vision, and he tried doing this like Tyson move, and he moved his head down here and put it like
Mhm.
I felt like I was just barely putting my fist out there, and it just connected so hard. Like I felt the
Oh yeah.
bone on his head, and it shook him off a little bit. I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then he was mad. He was throwing bombs the rest of the session after that.
Right. Oh man, yeah. I've had some intense. Yeah, I've had some intense sparring sessions, and it's crazy. It's not even the hard ones that usually get you. It's like the ones that you were describing, Phil, um, where it kind of just hits in the right spot, and those are the ones that rock you. So it's crazy how it happens, but
Have you ever been injured doing combat sports?
um, uh no, I mean I've had a black eye before, but nothing.
That's kind of superficial, right? Like just kind of a
Right,
bruise.
right,
So you haven't been
right.
knocked out. You haven't been injured. Like who's your coach? Where like, what are you training with? Like this, I'm like injured all the time.
No,
Well,
like I said, I do well to move my feet. I'm very good when I'm on and I'm moving well. Um, I make it very hard to hit me, and my coach is very tough on defense, very tough on keeping your hands up. She is a fundamental, sweet science, old school boxer. Hands up, move, and yeah, we don't dance around and do any of that flashy stuff or leave our opponent too many opportunities to touch us. So
hey, what's
I've been
your
lucky.
coach's name?
Her name is Vicky Boisvert. Um, she was in the Marines and learned to box in Marines. And at that time, they didn't have weight classes. So she was boxing men like my size, and she's like maybe 4 or 5, a short little old lady. But she started
Yeah,
piecing up guys that were my size and just moving all around them. So
I know exactly who you're talking about. I've been in that gym like 3 times and like it's like she's the coach. Yeah, she
Oh
is just
yeah,
damn, she's putting them to work. Go.
yeah. She don't take no shit.
Oh, what do you got on Chuman?
Yep. I'm almost scared to answer.
Here, I got a better question, even more controversial. Um, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson? Who are you putting money on? If you had to put money, I'm not saying go out and bet. If you had to,
Ooh. Oh man, I absolutely despise Jake Paul.
right? I
So
want to see him get obliterated.
I want to see him just get blasted by Mike. But man, Mike is old, man. When I hear
57,
about
right?
57, that's I don't care how well he looks on videos. It's hard to go 12 rounds or however many rounds they plan to sign up for. I didn't watch the details, but it's hard to go that long before that stuff starts breaking your body down at that age. So it's scary, man. I would like to see Mike just keep his legacy and just ride it out. But Mike Tyson's a crazy motherfucker, man. He's going to get in there and
I
it's
mean,
going to be
honestly, even without the fight, even say if the fight gets canceled, like the amount of publicity that they've been able to produce and just like juice up, the Jake Paul, Mike
right.
Tyson in general. And I know Mike Tyson has a lot of other business ventures. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kind of makes you wonder, especially with things kind of getting shaky, getting called off. What's going on here?
Right,
Maybe
right, right.
using Logan or using Jake Paul for his reach.
Right, right.
That's exactly who I was
Ooh,
thinking. Please,
ooh.
that would be phenomenal. I would say he already
Yeah.
fought his stepbrother.
His little was that really his brother?
It's his stepbrother. So I watched Love Island UK,
Oh
so I know
shoot.
all about Tommy Fury.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, he was a reality
I
TV
didn't realize
star.
they were really
I guess is a reality TV star. Yeah, weird. It's weird. And then he did that fight, and I mean, I didn't actually get to see that fight, but I think he actually won that one, and
right,
that's the
yeah.
only pure boxer that
Yeah, he won that
Jake
one.
Paul has ever fought.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Jake Paul drives me nuts. I want to fight him. No, no, I'm sure a bunch of people want to fight him.
I mean, both the Paul brothers, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, but he seems to have a pretty decent
Yeah.
career in the WWE. So it's like, hey, good for him.
Right, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But it's fun.
I hold no judgment. Is it Joe Frazier? I th-
Oh, Joe Frazier.
I
Yeah.
think it was Joe Frazier.
Mm.
Yeah, right.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I learned humility real quick when I was sparring Kenny Robertson. That dude,
Oh,
he
I know Kenny too.
he is so strong.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And then what was it Jake Childers? He was another guy I did some sparring with, but
Jake. I do know Jake. Yeah.
I cross-checked one of his low leg kicks, and I had this welt on my on my shin for like 6 weeks. It was brutal.
Mm. Yeah. Man, Pac has some real just monsters out of that gym. I really, even unbiasedly, I just think that Pac is probably the best gym in the area. They just got some really dogs out of there that just are hungry and go getters and is born some champions. So it's a good place to train. Yeah, Peoria's been stepping it up.
Well, it's crazy. These people have been here for like forever, but like it's like nobody knows about them. Nobody knows that these
Yeah,
programs are around. And I just started finding out a few years ago about just the level of individuals that we have here. I mean, we have some of the best Muay Thai
yeah, we
professionals in
really
the
do.
world. And stack that on top of the boxing experience we have. We have some top end professional boxers who own gyms in the area too. Like it's just wild to think of the talent that's down here.
Yeah.
And then everybody's having to go out of state to fight.
Yeah,
I was so happy when I heard Michael was going to be putting on a fight here at the Civic Center, and I'm
yeah, that was big.
really excited to see it. I have another question for you. Is there anybody else from your gym that's going to be competing that night?
Yes, we have two others. I'm drawing a blank. I can't even think of the kids' names. Jonah, man, he's actually what's crazy is I forget his name like every single day, and I talk to him like every single day. He's one of my best friends at the gym, and I forget his name every single day. He's my favorite sparring partner. We spar all the time. We are legit like close, and I forget his name every day, and I gotta ask him, "What's your name?"
I know exactly
I never
what you
been so
mean.
close to somebody who I didn't know their name. Each
Oh, it was
time.
Arlo. That's the name of the guy that I had the same thing with. Every time I'd see him, I go, it's an A, but I can't
Yeah,
remember
it's
the
like-
rest of it.
Oh man, yeah. If he sees us, he's gonna be cracking up because he knows what I'm talking about, and we're so close.
So, and this is your ninth bout, or is this going to be your 10th?
This will be my 10th.
So it's going to be your 10th. You're getting into double digits. So, and this is an amateur bout, right?
Yep, amateur. Yes, sir.
So I have a question for you. Why?
Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know. Like I said, I constantly need things that stimulate my mind, and I constantly need things that push me to be better. I know I'm the best version of myself. It's not just with martial arts, with everything. I'm a better worker at my job. I'm a better husband, a better dad when I am pushing towards something big. So yeah, when I'm waking up in the morning and doing those 4 a.m. runs, and I'm working out twice a day, 3 times a day, and I'm eating right, and I'm doing all the right things, checking all the right boxes, I know that I'm just the best version of myself. And
So what are you pushing for here?
Better spend your time than constantly challenging yourself.
So what are you pushing for here then?
Just to get in and do it again. Get in and prove myself again. It's a new challenge. Every opponent that you go to, every opponent that you face is different. They have different skills, and it's another opportunity to see, can I do it again? Can I push past it again? What's this guy going to bring? What can I find out new about myself? I just love it.
What's in the future for Dontez Boyd?
What's that?
What's in the future for you? What does the future hold for your boxing career?
Honestly, I kind of just got into at a time where I wanted to pick up something new, learn a new discipline. I got into it a little late, honestly. And yeah, I just wanted to learn. I wanted to learn a new discipline, dedicate myself to something.
Well, did you have some other disciplines that you kind of have under your belt before boxing?
Yeah, I played sports in high school. I ran track, and I always played basketball, so I was always an athlete. And then after high school, I wasn't obviously tall enough to play on a lot of the college sports teams.
Wait, how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot, but in high school that was big. In college, that ain't nothing.
Really?
Man, I'm 5'7". I am average height for a man in the world. And I felt good about that until right now.
Yeah, my family. I'm 5'10", but I'm still surprised you weren't cut out for sport, especially how athletic
Oh
you are.
man. Yeah, no. I played a big man in high school. I played basketball, and I was a small forward, power forward in high school. Could jump out the gym, could jump really high. And then you get to college, and everybody's that freaking size. It's like, okay, my choice here is either play the point guard, which I'm not good at, or learn how to shoot. So I'm like, I originally I ended up falling into just a lot of the college life, drinking a lot, being undisciplined, not caring about my diet, not really, just wasting.
Well,
And then
so
I
how did
found
you
this.
find your the gym that you've been training out of? How did you decide that, hey, boxing is the route for me?
I was about to ask that question myself.
Yeah, honestly, like I said, I was always kicking it. I was always partying. And one time I went out drinking with some buddies, and I came back home. I came back to his house, and the TV on, and John Jones was fighting.
Oh,
another one of another one of the goats. It was like some reruns of John Jones, and I think Alexander Gustavin, however you say his last name.
Mm.
And
I'm
yeah,
not
I'm
even
sitting
gonna
there.
try.
I'm sitting there. I'm fried. I'm lit, and I'm just watching it. And I'm like, man, what if I could do that? And like the next morning, I woke up and just started looking up, is there any spots near Peoria that teach martial arts? And I called. They said that I could come by for free. And the next morning, I just went, still with a hangover, and just tried it out. And the
Well,
rest was
that's
history.
awesome. Because, like, I mean, I never imagined that there'd just be like a place that you could go like locally nearby to just learn mixed martial arts. Like, and
Yeah.
we have some of the best coaches that are out there. It just
Mhm.
still, oh, it just blows my mind. I'm just so excited.
Oh, it was insane. Like, I definitely had low expectations even when I looked up the gym, and I saw Core at that time as well, and I just kind of made a decision. I was like, go to Core or go to Pure Athletic Club. All right, I'll just choose this one. It's on Main Street. So I went to that one, and I originally wanted to do UFC to be like John Jones, and I met the boxing coach, and yeah, it was love at first sight. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm training under you.
I was very similar pathway. I wanted to do just one mixed martial arts bout because it felt like it was the right challenge.
Hmm.
And I got into Muay Thai and I just stayed there.
Yeah,
I'm still stuck there. I'm fixated on it. I can't get over it. Like I like see this bag back here? Like I made this bag. I made it because I didn't like the bags that I was kicking and I wanted something that I could kick at my house 300 times and my leg not hurt like crazy afterward.
right.
So that's what
Nice,
I did. I made myself my own bag so I could do that.
nice. Yeah, man, it's just become a way of life for me now. Um, I think it really is addicting. Like when I first started going and just was learning the basics, I was just always very curious about it, and I wanted to get better, and I wanted to get better, and I wanted to get better, and I'd spar somebody, and I'm like, I'd fixate over it if somebody hit me the wrong way. Like, how do they keep hitting me? How do they keep doing this? And I just go home and just obsess over it, how to get better, how to get better. I shadow box for hours
Oh,
and
I
just became
love shadow
obsessed with it.
boxing.
Yeah, I'd wake up, and then before I know it, I started watching documentaries and actually learning about fighters, and that made me even more obsessed with it. I
Yeah.
didn't know anything about it. Mike Tyson. I knew about Mike Tyson, but I didn't know anything about his story. I didn't know much about Muhammad Ali, like anybody, and I just became obsessed with all the greats and just delve in it.
That's awesome, man. I love when you find a passion that just kind of sticks with you for a long
Yeah,
time. And in
yeah.
this case, it's something that's generally, when applied appropriately, it's healthy for you. It's a great way
yeah.
to just get good exercise. And like a side note, the one of my other favorite things, I love just like singing in the car when I'm just like cruising around. After I have like a really good like Muay Thai or like boxing session, and I'm going
Mhm.
home and I'm singing in the car, I can hit every note. It's like I've got all my range. Like it's silly. I don't fully understand it, but I like it.
Yeah.
One of the biggest reasons why I go to the gym is because immediately afterwards, after a grueling workout, the world feels more alive, and so do you, and so do I.
Yeah.
Like, it's so extraordinary. Like, I joined Peoria Muay Thai because of an ad on a restaurant. So there was a restaurant on Main Street called Thai Time. Unfortunately, they're not open anymore. I think COVID may have had something to do with it. They had the ad for Peoria Muay Thai, so that's what convinced me to go there. I've made relationships with people from all sorts of backgrounds. Like, it's amazing who you meet in a martial arts gym or a gym in general. You meet so many people from different backgrounds coming there because they want to become better people or become something more.
Well, I met the chef, Luke Lessie.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that made my year. I was so happy. Like,
I still have not met him yet.
Oh, he actually, it was funny. He went to one of the Floyd Mayweather boxing places up in Chicago, where one of my friends, Juanita, is a trainer at. And I just see a picture of her with the chef, and I'm like, what the? He was up there doing a session. I'm like, man, you have no idea how lucky you are to have that man there. And Dean is I got to do some. He would occasionally come into the gym every now and again with Luke, or just sometimes with some guys from Iowa. Usually when they were doing, before like a fight camp or something. And like he was like doing pad work with him was amazing. Like I had no idea, just moving from one coach to another coach. It's like relearning how to fight. Going to coach. I learned so much from that guy just in like the 2 sessions that I got to work with him for, 3 minutes of pad work.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah, who's the coolest person that you've ever met in the fighting world?
Ooh, honestly, probably all the guys that we talked about. Nate Gaston.
Did you get to meet Dan Hornbuckle?
Dan Hornbuckle, yes. I've met Dan. Sparred with him a good number of times. He's kicked my butt.
Afraid. Yeah, I couldn't do it. He's just so big.
Yeah, he's beat the crap out of me sometimes, but and when I've gone against him, the objective was more just to survive. at some point, it switched from being competitive to, all right, you just need to not get knocked out because.
Well, dude, how cool is it to say that you got to spar with a professional mixed martial artist? Like, that dude was at the top level, man.
Oh, yeah. I didn't find out who he actually was until after we sparred. And I was like, you guys couldn't show me that video before I got in the ring with them. But, yeah, we sparred a good number of times. And it's all fun. It's always a learning experience. I'm always looking for opportunities to get better and learn. And yeah, I like it when I'm getting beat up, and I like it when I'm teaching somebody else a lesson. So it all helps you grow.
The latter for me, yes. The former, not so much.
You said what?
The former, I very much approve of. For me, in my case, the latter, I don't. The latter, I very much approve of. The former, not so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So earlier in the conversation, you said that, John Jones was kind of one of the things that sparked you into, to combat sports. Do you have like a favorite moment in combat sports? Something that just like sticks in your head that you're,
Man, it's crazy because I do and have always watched UFC much more than I do boxing. Even now, I still enjoy UFC better. Man, there's so many iconic fights. If I'm going with John Jones, I've got to say one of my favorite moments was when he fought Lyoto Machida. Because Lyoto at that time was just insane, ripping through everybody, and nobody.
He had no business doing what he was doing to people.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Lyoto was just nuts. And I didn't even think. I liked John Jones at the time, but I didn't even think that he was going to beat Lyoto. And he was having a lot of trouble with him. And then that moment when he gets him in that choke against the fence and just chokes him out and then just lets him go and walks away, I was like, Oh my gosh, that was the baddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Who is this motherfucker? So yeah, John Jones has been my favorite ever since.
What about you, Anshuman?
I really should watch more fights and stuff. Usually, I focus just on me for just to train. I do work with people I admire and look up to. I just really should watch more fights. I'm a weird dude like that.
Yeah.
No, mine was that Anderson Silva knockout where he was like just trying to like bob and weave, like he was just playing with him like it was a sparring match. Like, no, dude, there's like 15, 20,000 people here. You're in an arena, man. Like, yeah, this is not a sparring match.
I think that the one with Forrest Griffin.
I don't think that was Forrest Griffin. I think it was
okay.
I can't remember. It was like Timothy something.
Okay. I think I know which one you're talking about too.
I think that was the dude who didn't. I think he like destroyed his leg at one point. I think he was the guy who like made his leg just go, in half.
Oh yeah. Because I think even the ref was getting mad or something like that.
Horrifying moment burned into my brain.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, no, I love it. I love UFC. I love some boxing. But it's crazy. Even now, if I watch boxing, it's like one of the older fights, like Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson or something like that, or Tommy Hearns versus Sugar Ray. I don't even watch a lot of. I have a couple favorites today, but I don't watch much of it.
It's so expensive. Like, I don't really want to spend $100 to watch. Maybe watch like a Ryan Garcia. Like he's one of those guys that but it's exactly. It's like, are you worth $100 bill?
Yeah, right.
Not right now, my man. I don't know.
Yeah, boxing is just not as exciting as it could be right now.
I just can't get over the price hump for the product that they're offering. Not that it's a bad thing. Like there's, obviously tons of people love it. Tons of people bet on it. Like It's a whole industry in itself. But the price point just kills me.
Yeah. That, and I also think nobody stacks cards like Dana White.
Oh yeah.
If boxing did that and like put a bunch of people on a card that were high level like that, I'd probably be more in tune, but
what would be nice if he actually, paid his people appropriately.
Yeah.
When he went to go sell the company, he had to make all of his financial stuff public, and we learned that there was a 17% share of the overall revenues were given to their fighters. Which if you're running a business, generally speaking, like if you're at a 30% for your labor costs, like. You're having a good day. Like you've got a rock solid business model. But the fact that he's got people that are performing at the highest level, and they walk into the building with $50 in their bank account, no health insurance. Like, come on, dude. But you're gonna spend $1 million on a birthday party. I don't know. He rubs me the wrong way, man. Like, invest in your people. That's all.
Yeah,
I'll get off
they're the ones they're the ones who are getting injured. Sometimes getting permanent brain damage.
Dude, you can die. You can die doing this stuff. Not that it happens. That's obviously if people died all the time, nobody would be doing it. But like, it's a risk. Like these people they're entertainers. Like they're going out there putting their lives on the line in order to entertain us. And there's value in that. I don't know.
Yeah.
They should be they should be put up for much more work, especially if they train themselves to their utmost limit. But they choose to.
Yeah. But they choose to.
If they choose to train themselves, because not everyone who goes to fight trains themselves the most as they should. I mean, there are all people out there. Are people out there like that. I have nothing but absolute respect for the ones who do train themselves to a limit and then go beyond that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think that I can. Like, I signed up for a half marathon to go run with my sister down in St. Louis. I'm like, oh, it's in like 4 months. I got plenty of time to get ready for this thing. I'll start now, and I'd run like once a week, or like actually, I don't think I ran at all for like 3 of those months. And like 2 weeks before, I'm like running every day and like trying to catch up. Like I can do it. It was brutal. I couldn't do it. I walked like 7 of those miles.
Oh man, I still don't know if I'm ready for a marathon yet.
It taught me a lesson. I
Yeah,
thought I thought I could do things. I could not do the things that I no. I couldn't do it.
yeah, yeah,
It really put me in my place.
yeah. Nothing quite outbeats running just yet. Like I box all the time, and I still feel like shit if I don't run.
Oh, dude, road work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like it just like clears me out. I can get more
Oh
oxygen to
yeah.
my muscles, and yeah, I have a lot more fun. Man, I miss pad work. I miss doing flipping pad work, dude. Getting some tie pads and just laying it down.
Yeah. Hey, let me know. Anytime you want to meet up, we can throw some mitts.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'll be down for that. That's cool.
Yeah, I've been needing to head out. We're actually probably going to head out to the gyms next week, so we can link up. I'll bring some of my stuff, and I'll
So
probably have to talk to Brad, make sure he's okay with it.
so
Yeah. Oh,
just
it'll
to
be fine. Brad's
just,
cool.
so to
All right.
literally who we are as an organization. I know this is just an introduction for the audience. So we are the Peoria Martial Arts Forum. We want to turn Central Peoria into a martial arts hub because, as we stated in this interview, there's so many talented gyms in this area. Peoria Athletic Club, Peoria Muay Thai, and also many others. Yet there's no media attention. There's no people talking about it. It's almost like it goes unnoticed. Not only that, our fighters have to go to Chicago, St. Louis, Iowa, or Indiana, or any other parts out of state to fight. Because we should have fights and bouts here. I think the fights that are coming up in July could be a potential catalyst for having more tournaments and bouts here. And actually strengthening ourselves as a martial arts combat sports community.
Yeah, I totally agree. When it comes to the Peoria Martial Arts Forum, we're currently doing everything we can to network individuals and resources together, so that we can sustain a long term combat sports ecosystem here in Central Illinois. And it's one of those situations where all boats must rise. When when one boxing gym starts finding success, like other boxing gyms are going to start to find success. And so we're just really excited to connect people together and get people into a ring safely. You know,
Yeah.
part of what got me into doing this kind of work is when I was working out at a gym, I ran into an individual who he just started training there. He'd maybe been there for 3 or 4 days, and he said he'd already gotten booked for an amateur fight, a few weeks out. And I think it was 6 weeks out from that point. And I just like my heart sank. I was like, dude, like this guy's got like he's got 6 fights under his belt, and you have no training, like, and it was amateur too. It's not like he was gonna like make a couple grand. Like he was just gonna go in there and
Yeah.
get wrecked. And after I saw that, I'm like, okay, like something needs to be done. Like I can see why it's difficult, because you have to really put a lot of your trust in the promoters
Yep.
that you're working with in the matchmaking. So we're doing everything we can to provide excellent promotions with the highest level of safety.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you guys are doing a great job. So I think that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad to see that the Peoria scene is picking up, and more than that, I'm glad to see multiple gyms working together. Peoria typically has a history of everything being about competition and not working together in just a lot of different avenues. So it's always good to see multiple gyms um, working together. I think Roger Bell's been doing a great job.
Mhm.
Michael's been doing a good job. So it's good to see.
Yeah, and we really want to develop healthy competition between all of the gyms in Central Illinois and beyond.
Hmm.
Hopefully we can put together a formula where we can connect far beyond the reaches of Central Illinois into other states in the Midwest, and then eventually to the coast, and then international if we ever decide to go that route.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's all we have for today. Anshuman, did you have any other questions?
No, this was a very good productive start. It was good getting to know you more, Dantes.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, July 26th, we're gonna put on a show at the Peoria Civic Center. 7:30. Grab those tickets now. There's flyers out there. Follow me on Facebook at Dontez Boyd. You can find flyers. So yeah, it should be a good night. And yeah, I promise nothing but action.
Hey,
Always. I don't believe in boring fights. So
real quick, two things. So how much are tickets to get into the show?
there's a phone number on the flyer, and sorry, I don't have the information now. I know that if you call the phone number, it's $20, and I think that if you pay at the Civic Center, I think it's $40.
Oh, I remember. It's 25. It's $20 if you pay before. I think it's 25. At least the last flyer. So I think it's 25 if you pay at the Civic Center, and then I think there's like a VIP thing that was more money. But I think all the VIP stuff is already sold out.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm
and
expecting
if it's not, it's going quick.
Yeah, the other ones that have been in Peoria, and even the one not too long ago near Peoria, I think it was Davenport maybe. Peoria showed up and showed out. It was a packed night, so Peoria's been picking up. I'm expecting that it'll be jam packed. So if you want to get those tickets soon and come on out because it's gonna be a show.
So we'll have links in the comments. You can just go down to the comment section and get tickets from there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Dontez. That was awesome.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Good night.
See you.